The following program is rated MALV. It contains strong language and violence. It is intended only for mature audiences.
Here's some dark psychology tricks that you need to be aware of because it's straight up manipulation. Life hacks. If you have a rug that just stays up like this, okay, the best way to get rid of that is put the ice along the edge here and then the cup on the corner for like 15 minutes. Here's a psychology trick that I know works because I use it. Tech hacks.
If you recognize those videos or even recognize the person, then I think you know who Only JS is, and most of you know who she is. And she's a very popular person on TikTok and on YouTube. She has been a constant controversy magnet, and while it wasn't enough to make her lose her audience just overnight, it did leave a few scratches. But now she's one of, if not the most hated person on TikTok and arguably YouTube, by going completely radical and shooting her own career in the head over and over and over again. And this is the spiraling downfall of TikTok's most hated creator, Only JS.
Leave me the alone!
Yeah. Lucifer, dawn of the morning, I'm gonna chase you out of earth.
Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Mr. John Leonard, I create weekly YouTube documentaries, and today we're taking a look at the well-deserved downfall of Only JS. Now, I'm not going to go into great detail about Only JS's past. It's going to be too long, and I want to get into the controversy, the good juicy stuff, right? But I'm just going to do a quick summary of what happened so far with her. And if you want detailed explanation, you can find it on many other videos on YouTube. Now, Isabella Avila, aka Bella Rose, or aka Bella Only JS, started creating content on TikTok back in 2018. It started with fun facts and psychology tricks. Now, keep in mind, this is what made her popular in the first place, and I promise that is very important, and it'll be, later on.
On the floor, wrap the loop of the straps through your leg. That way nobody can just run up and steal it from you. If you need to get rid of body odor in a hurry and for whatever reason you can't take a shower or find deodorant, you could always put some hand sanitizer on your armpits or if you have a stainless steel spoon, rub that on it, okay? It'll get rid of the bacteria. If you are nauseous to the point that you know you're gonna throw up, just chug a whole bottle of water, okay? It's gonna reduce the acidity.
She was really good at doing these kinds of videos where she had like millions of fans, and I used to be one of them. I don't like to admit it though, but to be honest, I was. And she was really smart in this. However, she made a very critical mistake that started her downward spiral when she accused another creator of content stealing or copyright, but the other creator provided that he did not steal anything but took info from the same article that she did. So wait, so then who's really stealing the content right now? Who's
People born in March are way more likely to have asthma, and I can actually speak to this one because my little sister, the only one born in March, has asthma.
People born in March are actually more likely to have asthma.
Now, well, Jason tried to double down just yet, but she did try to ignore the whole thing. But things only got worse for her. And because people found out where she's getting her content from, people started to look a little bit deeper in other videos. What they found was just incredible. Bella was a clear content plagiarizer or thief who constantly stole other people's content word for word. Take this example from her first YouTube video real quick.
Absolute proof that God does not exist. This proof is absolute but immaterial. You can't see it or measure it, but it exists. It's beyond comprehension, and thus we should not even question it. It's everywhere at all times. You just need to have faith.
And before anyone comments it, yes, TikTok is just as bad on that.
Trying to confirm, everybody's tired all the time, right? No matter how much sleep we get or caffeine we consume, but also we have a lot of trouble even just falling asleep, and we're constantly hungry, but also kind of always nauseous, and we're chugging more water than any other generation has ever chugged before, yet we're still dehydrated, and we're losing hair and getting wrinkles, but also still have acne, despite having the most intense skincare routine, and we're spending every waking moment either working or cleaning, but feeling like nothing ever actually gets accomplished.
And those, unfortunately, are not just one-off examples. There's a lot of more evidence against the Only JS. And to make matters worse, when another TikToker called her out, she doubled down and tried to prove she didn't steal anything.
Took the screenshot, March 20th, 2020.
However, she changed the date on the screenshot and made her lose, respect from her audience, rightfully so. But things only got worse for Bella. And in 2021, there were screenshots floating around online of some just absolutely obnoxious messages that she was sending in 2016. Look at all the horrible things that I don't even wish upon my worst enemy.
N-word. It's not like she was mouthing it and said the words in a song. There are levels to it. There's the white influencer dancing and then mouthing the words with an A at the end. There's calling someone the N-word. There's calling someone the N-word with a hard R at the end. And then there's calling someone a n***ver. A slur is a slur, but to insult someone for being in a relationship with a black person by calling them a n***ver, it does not get any worse than that.
Now this backlash made her do the fake, half-baked influencer apology video. It promising to only work with black creators, which is basically trying to make up for the racism, but just putting another form of racism on top of it. I mean, it's awful. It's bad. It's racist no matter which way you look at it.
I want to take this time to take a step back and share my platform with some amazing black creators who are going to tell their story to try and educate others on the trauma that happens when we use this kind of language.
But when the black creators she ignored called her out, well, she did not make another fake apology. She filmed a full-out, just crazy, radical crash on her car. It's honestly just insane.
What are people mad at me for now? Not checking my emails in a timely manner. I was joking. Forgot to respond to an email from this creator that wanted to collab with me, and instead of just hitting me up again, they made 7 videos about it. Can you please leave me the f alone? I have a diagnosed neurological disorder that makes me forget things and procrastinate due to time blindness. I forget to eat for days. I procrastinate sleep for more days. I barely text my family back, and I just had to move apartments because my address got leaked, and you're gonna throw a fit because I didn't make you my priority?
Now, Dakota Corpse Bride, no, Corpse Husband, on YouTube, it's almost like she's allergic to taking accountability, end quote. Not to mention, someone ghostwriting her fake apology, which is pretty good for that ghostwriter making it sound like Bella. Like, I honestly got fooled by it, not even lying. Which erased any goodwill that she had online, turning her, just into one of the most absolutely just hated TikTokers on the platform. With several petitions with hundreds of thousands of signatures trying to ban OnlyJS from TikTok. Not just one petition, but there have been several attempts to get this going. So quickly before we go into a full deep dive in her pathetic online reputation, there's usually controversy that should have landed her in jail, easily behind bars. In September 2024, a story came out that Bella's ex-girlfriend Billy Diato, hopefully I'm saying that right, filed a restraining order against her. The reason for this restraining order was because Bella had a problem with toxic behavior and having really high highs and very low lows. Now, of course, Bella denied all the claims, saying that it was all fake and made up and just bullshit. But even with that, it seems like her career was completely dead, and she came back from the internet for a several-month-long hiatus and posted a video that definitely changed how she was perceived in the past. Really, complete opposite.
Two types of people watching this video right now. You're either gonna see my face and be like, ugh, and scroll, and that's fine. Goodbye. I'm sorry. Okay, I get it. Or you're gonna see my face and be like, psychology girl? Life hacks? Like what? You look different since the last time I saw you 2 or 3 years ago. That's crazy. I know that I haven't always used this platform that you guys have given me the wisest. I've made a lot of interesting choices. I could have done a lot of things differently, and I think about it every single day, and I like to think that I've learned.
And no, this is not a fake or AI generated clip. This is, it's far different what people used to, view her as, of course. Because she seems genuine and actually pretty humble. And for the first time, she took accountability, saying that she acknowledges that she made mistakes in the past, even if she didn't say, what they actually were. And that made her so hated in the first place. Now, this time it was on a completely different level than the half-assed apology she made before that she didn't even write. Fans are really excited to see this as a glimmer of hope to follow through of what she said and to reinvent herself and come back as a better person. However, it definitely didn't happen. So the only JS took off the humble facade and tried to take a shortcut by putting her back on top with even more controversy. Basically, the only thing that she's good at is putting her in controversy and screwing up. So she jumped to the only place where you will always find a fight no matter what. And that's, of course, politics. She started filming the LA riots and posting clips of it on her TikTok, which unfortunately she still had at that point. However, much to her dismay, this did not go in the way she thought it would or hoped. It didn't boost her videos, and a lot of people thought that she was contributing to the bigger problem of the political divide in the country, other than, showing both sides. Honestly, she started going as crazy far-left activist that would make CNN look moderate. Just wrap your head around that real quick. By making up fake studies that MAGA Republican or Trump supporters have more gray matter in their brain, making them stupid or slow, bullshit. Also saying that Republicans don't have empathy gene, which is bullshit, considering that the genes are the functional and physical units of hereditary passing traits from parents to children. That is the medical definition. And also just saying that, that trans men can, give birth, which is biologically impossible.
I just want to ask really quick what the pure insanity
You are the insanity.
is, because I'm kind of confused. I saw this and thought that they were being racist. And then I was like, no, it must be this short hair character here. And I was like, oh, it's a trans man. Trans men can get pregnant. How can you trust a doctor to treat you properly if they believe this? If they believe something that is reality, it exists in reality. People who identify as trans men getting pregnant, that's real. I would trust a doctor that acknowledges that reality rather than ignores it and be like, it's not real. No, man, woman, that's all it is. It's insane to not acknowledge what exists. Neil deGrasse Tyson said it best when he was debating Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro was like, how could you, a man of science, believe in this? He's like, part of science is observing. And I am observing these people that live like this. So I must acknowledge them. You're denying them. That makes even less sense if you want to follow what truth is. Come on.
Also, really quickly though, if the empathy gene bullshit was actually true, then how would how would it match though that parents that maybe are liberal and kids are conservative, or parents are conservative and kids are liberal? How does that work, Bella? Explain that to me, please. And when the route of hating on conservatives, men, and straight white men, and just pushing radical, dangerous ideas on her fans wasn't enough, she decided to create an account on the website Passes, which is no joke, look it up. A clear competitor to OnlyFans, where she posted these tease videos, a lot behind a paywall. Not really sure why anyone would want to see it. And before you ask, no, obviously I did not look at any of it or pay for it, thank God. I would have cleaned my eyes out with bleach and probably thrown up if I saw even a split second of it. But it is obvious, and the worst part, begging for money by the most vulnerable group out there, the same kind of people that she really hates, probably straight white men, she really hates those, just begging for the engagement or lack thereof from her explicit content, which were abysmal to put it lightly. So now she's just trying to continue her radical, dangerous ideas, spewing bullshit, hating on men, and just, constantly shooting her career in the head. So is there any hope for any JS? Unfortunately, not. And because while continuing to post radical leftist posts and continue to kill her career with every new post, it really seems like that she's in total denial that she's not doing anything bad. Long overdue downfall of only JS.